Fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Saúl Álvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Terence Bud. So here is Saúl Canelo Álvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Terence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saúl Canelo Álvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Good right hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe what we're seeing? Punch, counter punch. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. How about that time counter shot? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Álvarez in that last round. It's no secret who has the advantage. Right back into the action.
Take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe when you're stepping around.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with that uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more jabs. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. Perfect. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Álvarez in that last round. Talk about a one-side.
Same again. This round, you had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
There's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Beautiful counter shots. The charts action from both of these fighters. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can't score with that jab. Threw a punch and just got countered. The jab not finding its target. Well done with that counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Álvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode.
You're getting your time in.
Here we go to the 4th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just misses with that uppercut. And he scores with the counter. Throws the jab and doesn't score. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it.
Whoa, Johnny. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Terence Crawford just got rocked. Álvarez in that last round. At this point, you got...
Go back and win the round. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on end.
There's the bell to start round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get...
No, hold on a second, Johnny. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo, is down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your breath.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you.
Whoa, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
And he scores with the counter. Those counter punches have to hurt. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Álvarez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the
Get out there, stay focused, don't let him back into the fight, don't give him no free shots, keep smart.
This is the beginning of round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
A perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Álvarez in that last round.
Keep smart. You were smart, you weren't loading up.
Round 7, here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Got out of the way of that right hook. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire.
Oh, and a shot from the heavens sends him to the canvas. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will continue.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Álvarez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be heel up and get a breather.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
There's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. And he fails to score with that left hook. That jab won't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them?
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford is dazed! Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down! I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. And you are ready.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. a total change of styles to make sure they got it. And every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.